Hello everybody, and welcome to Cpuff Reads. This is a show I'm thinking of doing where I will read out loud some of the most popular My Little Pony fanfiction. I'm doing this show because when I draw or I do other things, I like listening to podcasts and reviews online. However, I don't always have time to sit and read a fanfiction from start to finish. And I figured there are probably a lot of people like this that don't have time to sit and read a full fanfiction, but would still like to know what was going on in them, especially since in this fandom there's a lot of people who enjoy talking about certain very popular fanfiction. And I saw that somebody had done an audiobook for Fallout Equestria, and I figured why not do it with some other fanfiction that would otherwise require a lot of time and effort to sit and read when you might not have time. I'm doing an intro so that you can listen and just hear what my voice sounds like and decide whether or not you'd like to listen to me read these fanfiction, especially since I am not American, so I obviously have an accent which I'm sure would turn many people away because obviously the characters in the show are very American. I'm not going to try and hide my accent though, because that would just sound horrible. So you'll have to decide for yourself whether this is something that you mind or not. When I start off a fanfiction, I will indicate the title of the fanfiction, the author, and I will indicate which characters are going to be the main focus, as well as I think I'll use Equestria Daily's genre thing that they do, where they indicate whether something is grimdark or whether it's slice of life, shipping, humor, crossover, that kind of thing. Just so that if you don't know whether it's a fanfiction you would enjoy, you can just look at like the first minute of a video and then decide, oh, this isn't something I'm into. Since me myself, I am not really into yaoi or yuri. However, I will be reading fanfiction like that if people ask for it. I'm not going to completely avoid that issue either. One fanfiction genre that I will not be reading, however, is klopfics. I don't mind klopfics, I just don't think it's something that I myself would like to read out loud, especially since, you know, I live with my mom and brother. That's not really something I want them to hear me reading out loud for the internet, you can just imagine. Anyway, I'm going to link at the bottom of this video my deviantArt page, which you can check out. I'll be updating there more frequently, and I think I have a poll going on at the moment for which fanfiction you guys might like to see me read first. I think I'll do a shorter one first because some of the longer ones are horrific in size, which is good, but not something I think I should try and start out with. I'll just completely burn myself out and give up on this whole thing. And I'll also be linking whatever fanfiction I'll be reading. I will put up a link at the bottom, and I will ask permission from the author first before I start a new fanfiction. And for the most part, I'll keep it safe for work. If not, I will indicate. And for the most part, I think I'll keep this PG. If not, again, I will indicate with I don't think I'll do an age restriction, but I will say this video contains like violence or language, although I'm not sure there are any fanfictions with language in them. But I will indicate at the beginning. But for the most part, this should be pretty much all ages, or at least like PG-13. I don't plan to completely go off the rails. I am thinking of doing Silent Ponyville at some stage though, so with fics like that I will definitely indicate first that this is quite a hardcore fanfiction. You might want to think about listening to it out loud, or if you're not comfortable with things like that, you know, then you can just skip that video. On that subject, I will not be reading Cupcakes because I don't like cupcakes myself. I don't agree with it. I tend to just leave that issue on it by itself. I'm not going to touch it because there's too much controversy considering that fan fiction, and I know it has its fans, but for the most part people seem to get very angry about that fan fiction, so I'm just going to leave it alone. If there is someone out there that wants to do an audiobook, that's fine, it's just not going to be me. So anyway, that's going to be it for this intro. I mean, I've said everything I think needs to be said. I'm sorry for any audio pickup that might be weird, any humming from my computer or me shifting around and things like that. I haven't got the best audio setup, but I'm listening to my test here that I'm doing, and it seems to be okay for the most part. So anyway, that's going to be it for this intro. I mean, I've said everything I think needs to be said. I'm sorry for any audio pickup that might be weird, any humming from my computer or me shifting around and things like that. I haven't got the best audio setup, but I'm listening to my test here that I'm doing, and it seems to be okay for the most part. Hopefully it's something that won't bother you lot. And thanks for listening, and hopefully this will be something fun, and it might help you, read, or not read, but get in touch with some fan fiction that you've been wanting to read, but due to work or school or transit or whatever your situation is, you don't have time to do so. Or you might just be lazy, like me, sometimes. Anyway, yeah, I hope this is fun, and I hope you tune in. See ya!